So I've generated my client George Clements over $155,000 using YouTube and Instagram organic in the last 90 days. And in this video, we're going to break down this entire system and what exactly we did for him and what are the exact steps so you can just replicate it for your business and start scaling with organic content. So let's begin. So what was his before situation? What were things like before we start working with him? He basically had like around 400 subscribers on his YouTube channel. He didn't have an Instagram profile funnel to bring in leads and traffic, nurture them and close the traffic. No predictable system for content creation, and he was super involved in the content creation process. Literally, the average agency owner or business owner situation when they're trying to create content, they're really just guiding their editors, managing their thumbnailers, trying to come up with the ideas, scripting the videos, preparing videos. It's really super involved. Now he literally completely delegated the entire process. He only has to record content for like 6 hours every month, and that's it. This entire system is just insane, and it literally requires minimum input on his side. So what we did is we literally 3x'd his subscriber count, actually 3.5x, because he was 400 subs, even less. Then now it became 1,400, and 3x'd his Instagram followers. We started around 1,000 followers. Now it's at 3.6K followers. We've generated over $155,000 from this entire system, and we've closed tens of clients. And now, as of now speaking, we get around 2 to 5 warm leads every single day in his Instagram DMs. As you can see, there are some screenshots, $20,000 days from Instagram, one from YouTube, another one from was IG and YouTube a bit. They discovered them through IG and then watched some of his YouTube content and booked a call with them, and he closed them and made 20K that day. Another screenshot here, as you can see, $25,000 directly from YouTube. Yeah, as you can see, this is his profile, 3,600, and this is his YouTube channel. Now, this is an old screenshot. This is his channel. As you can see, 1.39, basically 1.4K subscribers. And as you can see, this is his channel. You can go check it out. Now, for context, he helps agency owners scale with paid ads mainly. The foundations were basically we start creating the messaging, message creation. We start by identifying the most common pain points, questions, and struggles, and pain points his ICP has. I repeated pain points twice, whatever. And we built over 30 sales calls and over 800 pages of transcription of his ideal clients and prospects, and we analyzed it to craft his ICP profile. 800 pages worth of transcription from sales calls, consulting calls, group coaching calls, whatever, a lot of things, a lot of different things, and we combined it into one big file, and we used AI to analyze it and craft an ICP profile. Then we created his messaging around the fact that paid ads is the best way to scale an agency in 2026, and most agency owners are relying on referrals, cold DMs, or Gym 100 to sign clients. And this is exactly what we did in every single video. Basically, in every single video, we would just tag these methods and say they're ineffective. The best way to scale an agency in 2026 is paid ads. If you're not, using paid ads, you're wasting your time, all of these things, and we just attack it. Basically, brainwashing his audience. And then we did some sort of competitor analysis. Basically analyzed loads of different channels in the business niche. We basically analyzed his direct and indirect competitors and copied winning formats, ideas, title, and thumbnails until we got proof of concept of what works and what doesn't. Now, proof of concept here doesn't mean views, because we didn't focus on views, even though we got good views. But the main thing I focused on and we focused on is getting booked calls and clients. This is the only thing we optimized for. So we analyzed over 20 channels in the agency space and, top performing videos in the business space in general from different creators to come up with the best ideas that his ICP is actively looking for and problems they're actively trying to solve. Even though we didn't focus on views, but we still got a lot of views. But as you can see here, this is the first video we ever created since we started working together, around 1,600 views. And if we go back to the video he created, literally the video before it, as you can see, it's only like 600 views. So this video performed way better. And as you can see, a lot of videos we created for him hit outliers. So as you can see, this one, 1.9K views, this one, 1.6K views. This is an outlier, 2.5X. This one, 4.6X, 3.2 thousand views. This one is 760. This one, 1.7 outlier. Now, these are not the craziest numbers, but in the agency space, getting 1,000, 2,000 views is really enough to make this kind of money. So what is the full funnel flow? This entire funnel we've just created for him. What is the flow? How does it look like? So we would get traffic through Reels. Now, it's not only Reels, it's also YouTube videos, okay? I'm gonna explain the YouTube funnel, but it's essentially it's YouTube videos and reels together. We get cool traffic, and then they check the bio and highlights. Okay, in the highlights we have the YouTube videos, all the YouTube videos we've posted, results. Okay, we also have, you know, life stories as well. We also, in his bio, we have like the YouTube channel link, and in the bio we have, you know, the offer, and then social proof, and then a CTA, DM CTA. I'm gonna explain all these different things. But then after they see the bio and highlights, they basically go to YouTube, and they also see the story sequences we've done, and then they go to YouTube, right? The story sequences is the one like on YouTube, and then they get on YouTube to get work nurtured, and then from YouTube they slide in the DMs or they book directly. So this is basically the entire funnel flow. Now for the YouTube funnel, as you can see, this is a screenshot of the videos. Here we post, you know, top of funnel videos, broad how-to videos. As you can see, all of these videos, as I said, they bring loads and loads and loads of views into the funnel. And then we post educational content like these ones. Why your agency has or not converted, the 3 stage of scaling an agency, and I've spent, you know, $250,000 on paid ads. Here's exactly what works. And then we post bottom of funnel videos like these. How we help Daniel at $20,000 in MRR in 90 days. How we help this SEO agency at 10K per month in revenue with paid ads. And then we convert them from these videos. Now the SEO description, now I'm not that type of guy who says like SEO is the most important thing, but really, you know, the structure of the description should be optimized to get the most calls. So the first line in your description should be a VSL landing page, and this is exactly what we did for him. We redirect him to this link, and then we have a lead magnet here. So access the full Maro from this video, and then we put a link. This is an opt-in page, and then we redirect to the course because some of them might, you know, want to check the entire system. This is the course, and we send them to it. And here we have also another CTA to follow him on IG if they want help from there. And then we have some sort of short summary of the video. This has like SEO keywords and stuff. Now I don't give a fuck about SEO that much because this entire video is about agencies and how to scale an agency. So he's mentioning relevant keywords, and YouTube checks the transcription, what the video is about. So it doesn't really matter, right? And then we have timestamps. Timestamps increase their retention. Not so much, but they increase retention because people can see what the video is about and what they're going to see next, right? Yeah, this is the entire structure of the YouTube funnel. Now for the Instagram funnel, we post 3 to 5 times every single day. Instagram rewards volume, guys. Like if you post more, it's not gonna harm you in any way. There's no disadvantage to not posting more. So as you can see, we tested pretty much every single format out there: tier list videos, breakdown videos, you know, all these Marboard videos, and then we transitioned to like talking head. We also tested notes app videos, green screen videos, literally tested everything, even Q&A strategies, all of them. We tested everything, and then we doubled down on it 3 to 5 times every single day. And here, this is the bio, as I said, broken down. First line, offer, then social proof, and then DM CTA. DM CTAs perform way better than sending people to your website because they can get directly into a conversation with you and get some help and get to ask you, interact before the call, because there's this bit of friction going on to book a call. So having a conversation is way better. And some people actually book a call directly. Like we have also a second link in the bio here, the VSL landing page. Some people book directly through it, but some people still DM. But most leads we get DM before booking a call. With the story sequences, why story sequences are our most underrated marketing asset? Well, they manufacture FOMO and urgency. They sell to warm traffic, instantly visible, and you get fast feedback. And they compound trust through repetition. This is really important. A lot of you make story sequences, expect to get sales and leads right away, when in reality, story sequences take an extremely long time, guys, to, you know, get any sales from it, because you have to build so much trust over a long period of time. So if you're creating story sequences right now and you gave up because you're not getting sales, you need to make more. You need to make at least 2 a week, and that's exactly what we did. So we post two story sequences a day, like this one. As you can see, this one, I think this is the really recent one we've just made. We have like 6 slides here. As you can see, this one was on the case study. So as you can see, this is my client Daniel. He runs a Google Ads agency before working with me, and then we explain the situation. We put a video here, and then I put video here of the after situation from 5K to $25,000 a month. And then we objection handle, put more screenshots, proof screenshots, objection handle again, and this also is objection handle with social proof, more social proof here, and then again social proof, and then a CTA, right? The CTA should always be a reply CTA no matter what. Like never, ever, ever put your calendar or, any sort of landing page CTAs on a story, because people will not book. We have tested it and we get way more leads getting people to reply, right? And then every single post on YouTube, every time we post on YouTube, we will just put a story. Just drop the full YouTube video on how to crush meta ads even if you're on low budget. We put this thumbnail here and then click here to watch and use put YouTube link here. Now we stop using YouTube link. We put URL Genie links because it takes people from Instagram to YouTube, like the app. If you click this link, it's gonna open YouTube website natively on Instagram. So you're not gonna be able, or your prospects are not gonna be able to interact with the video, like, comment, save, whatever. So it's pretty annoying. And they also can click the X on the top here and leave the page. So it just removes this entire friction thing and just sends them to YouTube. So you'll use URL Genie, okay? Then here on trials, we will just get the performing reels and make different variations of them. So we just post them like, at least 10 times. Like the best performing reels, we post them 10 times, 10 times. And make different variations. We would just change the captions, different captions, rewrite the caption, and we would just get views easily. Try Reels, basically the best thing about them is it pushes Try Reels exclusively to non-followers, and also every Try Reel is a fresh shot and a new brand audience, and there's zero downside to posting them. You have to have at least 1,000 followers for it to get unlocked. This is the new Instagram update, so if you don't have 1,000 followers, you should really just lock in with the content system here and just post organically until you get it unlocked. So you'll need at least like 50, 100 posts or reels on like 20 days, and you get there if you're doing everything right. And then you take like all the best performing ones and you just post them on trials, right? Now, I know this system is complicated and I know it consumes a lot of time. Like, bro, you have to come up with the video ideas, script the video ideas, record the videos on YouTube, and then post twice a week, optimize your description, make good thumbnails, edit the videos, post them. And then you have to go on Instagram, post 3 to 5 times a day, make different variations, post them on trials, then make all these stories once you release a YouTube video, then make story sequences, and you have to ideate and script everything. And if you're a business owner, if you're someone serious about scaling, you will know you cannot execute a system like this. It's insanely difficult. You're gonna have to spend at least 20 hours every single week just working on content. That's complete waste of time, especially if you're trying to operate your business, especially even if you're making $30,000 plus per month and you're trying to operate a system like this. You are never going to be able to run your business because this is insane headache. So if you want someone to do this entire system completely done for you and you don't want to waste all of this time, you can spend somewhere else. You can spend on your business with your family doing something. You can click the first link in the description and book a call. I'll show you exactly how we will create the system for you, how it will map out on your agency, your business, whatever, and how we can scale from there. We guarantee 10 to 30 qualified sales calls every single month and 5 to 10 new clients guaranteed. And the only thing you have to do is to record the content for like 6 hours every single month. You can click the first link in the description again and book a call. And if you want to learn the full detailed breakdown of this YouTube system, because I didn't break everything down, you can click the video on screen right now where I break the entire system down. And I'll catch you in the next one.